What are you doing here? I was just about to call you. Come on in. Hey, I hope you kept some of those pieces of Minx's check so we can personally toss it at her.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Good. Listen, come here. I want to show you something. I'm as happy as a kid on Christmas morning. I called the auto club, and this is the route, this is the map that I got. It's the route we're going to be taking to Santa Fe. Now, it's real scenic, so I want to take our time, okay? This is going to be great, starting all over fresh again in a brand new city, huh? Oh, listen, I made another decision. As soon as there's enough money, I'm going back to law school. Huh? Okay, crazy lady. You're awful quiet. What's wrong?
You haven't given me much of a chance to say anything.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm sorry. Guess I've been going on about this, huh? All right, you talk. Now listen. What do you want to do in Santa Barbara on your last day? Is there a bunch of friends that you want to say goodbye to or something?
No.
Last minute shopping, souvenirs, seashells by the seashore.
Can we sit down a minute?
Sure. You, feeling all right? Maybe you're pregnant again, I hope.
I want to talk to you.
Something's wrong.
I've changed my mind.
About Santa Fe?
No, about everything. Last night we got caught up in the enthusiasm of a dream. A lovely dream. But I can't go through with it. I've decided to go back to New Staland. Johnny and I are leaving on a 9 o'clock flight tonight.
Nothing so far, Mr. Tyler.
Then search the third quadrant again. And I want a boat made ready to go back to the Channel Islands. I've got a hunch that's where they're going to be found. Get back to me as soon as you completed the second search. Over.
Good heavens. There's a helicopter idling in the front yard. Are we having dignitaries for lunch? And what shall we serve them?
Mason, you know what's going on. I have to find Eden so that we can get her back here and block your takeover of the company.
Oh, that. Well, in that case, I'll tell Rosa not to worry about the aspic. Then I'm sure she'll be relieved.
I think this is all very funny, don't you?
No, on the contrary, I think it's quite serious and very difficult. Must be like looking for the proverbial needle, huh?
No. No, as a matter of fact, it's more like looking for the straw that will break the camel's back.
And I'm the camel, huh? Well, that's not very courteous, but I understand that you're under a great deal of strain, so I'll make allowances. I won't hold up the search. Carry on, Captain.
Mr. Tyler, it's Chopper 2 reporting.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but there's still no sign of the Capwell yacht.
I can tell you're as thankful as I.
You know, I love being hand-basted.
Make a wonderful Thanksgiving Day turkey. So, tell me, why'd you pick St. Michael's Island?
The west side, in fact, because I know nobody could find us here.
Turn over, I'll base the other side.
Sure. Maybe you could work on my drumsticks.
Better be quiet or I'll work on your mouth. We'll go for swim later?
I guess we could do that. On the other hand, we could pass.
Well, I give another suggestion.
Yeah, maybe I could baste your drumsticks for a change.
I'm still drying out from the lobster butter.
I thought I got all that off you.
Seriously, wanna take a swim or something later?
I guess if you do.
Don't sound too enthused. If you have another suggestion, speak up. I mean, this is your holiday, too.
Oh, yeah? Well, to be perfectly honest, there is something else I prefer.
What's that?
That's this.
Darling, tonight, I need you near. So turn out the light and close the door.
I didn't know you'd come in. You can borrow my shirt, but nobody messes with my only tie.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Is that my dark suit?
The same.
Well, you can't use it. What if I have a meeting with the president suddenly?
I have a job interview.
Well, in that case, okay, you can go ahead and use it. But what kind of a job is it where you have to dress like a man?
You don't have a black cap, do you?
Janice.
Never mind. I'll try and buy one someplace.
What if you don't get the job?
I'll use it to collect money in.
Oh.
Hey, whatever happened to the rest of that blueberry pie that I made for you?
Oh, yes, that blueberry pie. I'm glad you asked about that. Kelly threw it in my face.
She did?
Yes, we were playing Keystone Cops. It was really a very funny bit, and we owe it all to your pie.
Nick, why don't you tell him the truth? I threw it at him because I thought you were his new girlfriend.
Janice, now take it easy. Kelly knows all about it now, and what's a little pie in the face if it clears things up, right?
Oh. Look, believe me, there is nothing between the two of us. Nick isn't my type.
It seems to me I've heard that before.
But his brother Dylan sure is. I'm Janice, by the way.
I'm Kelly. Nice to meet you.
You're nice already. Oh, look, I've got to go, and I have to get a chauffeur's cap along the way.
You're interviewing for a chauffeur?
Right. One of the big rich families in town is advertising for a new chauffeur. I just hope they don't discriminate because of race, color, or creed.
Well, if your sex doesn't bother them, nothing will.
Hey, who's the family? Maybe I know them.
Lockridge. Wish me luck.
I've made up my mind,
Let me see.
but you don't understand.
No.
Rick, I'd love to go out and start a brand new life for ourselves built on nothing more than our dreams. It'd be daring and young and noble. If I didn't have a baby, I wouldn't hesitate for a second. But I do. I have a beautiful baby boy. My life has changed. My priorities have changed. It could take 20 or 30 years for us to realize our dreams, and by then it'd be too late. John would never be able to recapture the opportunities I'd be taking away from him now.
Baby, he'll never know that he missed it. I mean, he probably won't even care.
But I will. And why should he miss anything? New Salem is a dream that's already come true. Listen, last night was the most beautiful night of my life. Being with you, being included in all your dreams. I'm so lucky to have you.
Rick and his Disneyland dreams, huh? Highlights of Southern California? Well, I'm really glad you experienced one of them.
I think you know I'm right. He'll have great opportunities there. Even you can't argue that away. We know we can't accept Minx's offer. She wants something from you in return.
Yeah, I know.
But whatever it is that Minx wants from you, it's not necessarily bad. Maybe you should stay and find out what it is. But I've got to go back.
Damn it, Amy, I need you. I need you here with me, please.
It's up to you. Johnny and I are going to be on a 9:00 flight tonight. Come with us. Or stay here. Whatever you decide, there'll be no hard feelings either way.
No feelings at all if I don't go.
I will always love and care about you.
Amy, wait.
What all that was about. Listen, Brandon, you stand guard right here, and I'm going upstairs and get my bathing suit. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
I said it first. Look, I'm trying to reach the Lockridge residence. Who's this?
This is Brandon Capwell. Who do you want to talk to?
Is this 555-4315?
Yes?
Dear Lord, you're there.
Sure am.
I don't believe it. I gotta get out of here. Look, forget the polish. I'll do it at home, okay? Sorry, I gotta go.
Who is it?
Hello? A lady. She didn't say who it was, and then she hung up.
Hi there. All set?
Yep.
Let's go.
But it'll just take
take me a few minutes to finish, Mrs. Lockridge.
All right, I have to get back to Santa Barbara. Oh my, this is disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll call you next week, okay? I'm going to get back. I cannot believe Lionel let that short person into my house. Bye.
Lionel Lockridge? You let that child leave the house with the Lockridge?
He only took him next door, sir, and he said that it was all right, that he does it all the time. I'm sorry, Mr. Capwell.
Well, you were lied to. Somebody should have explained it to you. If anything like this happens again, you're through here. You can trust me on that.
I guess it's no fun having your family divided this way, is it?
No, but it's nothing new. Anyway, I may have to leave any minute now. That is, if they locate Eden. Mason only gave us 24 hours to do it.
That's okay. I'll understand. But we better get going on chapter 2.
Chapter 2?
Yeah, that's the one that you and Eden are a part of. That's the one I've been looking forward to doing. It's the narrative part of the book, so I want you to be able to tell me everything. Anecdotes, stories about your relationship, an insider's view of what it's like growing up being a Capwell. What it meant.
And what makes you think I knew?
Well, even if you don't, we can talk about that angle too. Now just curl up on the couch and make yourself comfortable.
I can't I hate tape recorders. Come on, they make me self-conscious.
Just pretend it's not here. I'm the only one who's going to listen to this stuff, so you can talk freely. Chapter 2, the Capwell sisters. Pretend it's a zucchini or something. Come on.
All right, let's see. Okay, I do remember the first time I really started becoming close with Eden. It's when I asked her if I could borrow ballet slippers for the first time. I must have been about 5 or so. Anyway, I totally blew it. I told her her shoe stunk.
No, yes.
Would you actually say no?
I'm hot. And you're hot, so why don't we just cool off, huh?
It's like asking the sun to cool off.
Look, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna go for a swim.
You're gonna get wet.
Are you just gonna lie there? Or are you gonna come with me? Come on, I figure we'll go for a swim or maybe swim to the beach and go on a little island exploring or something. What do you think?
I think I'll probably drown. You see, I was envisioning being marooned on this deserted yacht with you for a couple of days. Not part of my plan to discover a new continent.
Come on, we could go and maybe we'll find breadfruits and papayas and monkeys.
I think we should deduct and discuss the pros and cons seriously before we do anything rash.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go swimming.
Eden, I dare you to go in with your suit off.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
You can argue your head off if you want to, Lionel, but I'm still taking Brandon home with me now. The only reason I'm not pressing some kind of charges is because I'm afraid it might upset the board.
Just a minute. Brandon, would you do me a great big favor? Will you go upstairs and get your stuff together, and I'll call you down when we're finished? Huh?
Are you in trouble now?
No. Mason just got a loud and irritable voice. You go up there and I'll call you soon, okay? Scoot. Children don't like shouting, Mason. It frightens.
So should kidnapping. If he's frightened, then fine. Next time he'll remember not to go off with strangers.
Oh, I'm a damn sight more than a stranger, Mason, and you know it. I have every right to see him when I feel like it. I have been robbed of a son. I'm not going to be cheated out of my grandson.
Well, as it happens, I'm the boy's guardian, so I carry slightly more weight in the scheme of things than you do, Lionel. Until the boy turns 18, I'm calling the shots.
That's ridiculous. You're not even a blood relative.
I don't see what that's got to do with it. We're talking legalities here, Lionel, not sentiment. Gina is the boy's mother. The mother that he knows and loves, and neither you nor Santana can change that, or Augusta either, for that matter.
Wait, just, what are you so afraid of, Mason? I mean, why do you come running over here to drag Brandon out of this home? I mean, I would think that you'd be grateful for a little outside influence for the boy. I mean, look what the lack of it did for you, with the way your father screwed you and Channing up.
That's nothing I care to discuss with you, Lionel.
I bet you don't.
But as far as I'm concerned, you're just as bad as my father. Who knows? Under your care, Channing might have turned out to be even more rotten than he was.
I think that's impossible.
What really interests me is your sudden and consuming interest in Brandon.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on, Lionel. The whole world knows how valuable that little package up there is. He's heir to everything you've ever coveted, isn't he? I can just see your mental hands rubbing away at themselves. Hear you cackling away at the possibilities.
That is so ridiculous, I can't even deny that. Mason, I've had many goals in my life, but emulating a Capwell hasn't been one of them. There isn't anything about the Capwells that I'd like to be like in any way, shape, or form.
Fine. And stay away from Brandon Capwell, and you'll save us all a great deal of trouble. Brandon, let's go. It's time to leave.
You may have a temporary advantage, Mason, but it won't last long, believe me. I'm going to see Brandon anytime I want.
If you're so concerned about the boy's sensibilities, why don't you keep your voice down now? Good. You're all set to go. Say goodbye, Brandon.
Bye, Lionel.
Goodbye. You have a good time today?
Yeah, it was great.
Good. We'll do it again soon.
Not all that soon.
It'll be soon, Brandon. You can bet on it.
Okay, you got 5 seconds to look at this. And then you have to tell me what I had in my hand.
Okay.
Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's tough. You had some pennies.
How many?
4 of them. And a dime and a nickel and a pocket knife and a piece of string. I didn't see any frogs, so I don't guess you had any of those. I think that's about it.
Gee, you're really good, Mason.
Thank you, Brandon. Who taught you this game?
Lionel. He says it teaches you to see better.
Aha.
It's called a great game. It was made up by Kipling. Lionel knows all kinds of good games.
Yes, I'm sure he does.
Today he taught me how to play pool shark in the swimming pool.
No, well, I'm sure that Lionel makes a charming shark, Brandon, but I don't think he's suitable company for you.
What's suitable?
By that, I mean it's somebody who you shouldn't be seeing.
Why not?
Well, Brandon, Lionel's a little like the big bad wolf. You see, he pretends to be good, but he may turn out not to be. Now, I don't want to make you unhappy, but I don't think you should be seeing him anymore. It might make your mother very angry.
Well, I'm happy to tell you I have a very disappointing piece of news for you, Mason. We found them.
Cruise in Eden, you mean?
That's right. The yacht was sighted on the west side of one of the Channel Islands. I've got a helicopter waiting, and I'm going to go check it out.
Well, that was fast work on your part.
Yeah, it certainly was. Quite lucky, too. Well, I'll see you soon. And I'll have your nemesis in tow.
What's wrong, Mason?
Nothing, Brandon. Not yet.
Well, Minx tells me you're not leaving the family circle after all. You've decided to stay on in Santa Barbara.
I'm afraid Minx is guilty of wishful thinking again.
She seemed quite certain of it.
Oh, Lionel, you should know by now that your mother's always certain of everything that she wants. Just doesn't mean that she always gets it. As a matter of fact, I was going to stay. That all changed a few minutes ago. fact, I just found out I am leaving a few minutes ago.
You see? You have any definite plans?
Yep. To get out of here. You have your own family. I think it's about time I started one of my own.
Can we consider that a definite decision?
You sure can.
Well, I wish I could say I was sorry. I mean, I'd like to pretend that I was, but I'm really not. I'm glad you're leaving.
I'm sure you are. And, I'd like to leave this here with you.
Oh, I said I was glad, but I don't think the occasion calls for confetti.
Oh, this is very expensive confetti. In fact, it's a check that Minx used to bribe me with. I'd like you to give that to her and tell her thanks, but no thanks. In fact, it was quite a gallant effort, but we're going back. See, Lionel, there's nothing for me here in Santa Barbara now. Not without Amy. I'm sure of that.
Good. I like a man who stands up for what he believes in, especially when it concerns my mother. I'll deliver your message to her. I guess I can wish you bon voyage and do that with sincerity.
Yeah, I'm sorry that actually you and I never hit it off. In fact, I always had respect for you.
Well, that's as it should be.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I like you.
I didn't think it did. Well, listen, drop us a card once in a while, and if you ever need any real estate, you know where to come to buy it.
Okay. I'll let you get that. I have a few things to pick up in the garage still.
Okay. By all means, take whatever you want, but leave the rest.
Hello. I understand you're looking for a new chauffeur. I'm here to apply for the job.
Cruz? Cruz?
How was your swim?
You scared me to death.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. Here, let me make it better. Did I really scare you?
You know how much I love you?
No, I don't. Tell me. How much?
Well, I'm not telling you. I'm just fishing for reassurance.
Well, these are good waters for that. Man, I tell you, lately sometimes I've been feeling like I'm kind of second or third on your list of priorities.
I thought you understood about my family and my father.
Yeah, I do. And I want to help. Just I feel so strange always being on the outside looking in.
Well, you know that it's just all business.
Yeah, and I'm the first to admit I don't know diddly about business. Maybe I should bone up or something, get a little more, you know, I could learn a little more.
I like it better if you just stay the way you are. I don't want you to do any studying. Now, I can admit that a while ago, maybe I was trying to change you. But I found out it was a mistake.
Yeah, it was an impossibility. But that's cool, because actually I was trying to slip in a few changes on my own.
Oh, me, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure you didn't have better luck than I did.
Yeah, we're the perfect couple. Speaking of which, what do you say we get around to setting a date?
You have the soul of a calendar. You always want to set dates. Now, what date is it you're talking now?
I'm talking November 17th.
Why the 17th?
Because that's the day my parents got married. If we got married the same day, my mama would love me and you forever. So what do you say?
Cruz, I can't set a date right now. I mean, you have to think about my father and what's happening with the family, what's happening with the business.
And so on and so on. Look, Aiden, why don't we just nail this down once and forever, okay? Let's make a commitment.
You should have been in business. You do a hard sell.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be so hard, like just trying to sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo or something. I mean, I thought I had a product here that you wanted.
You do. A very hot one. But I don't know if I want November 17th.
Look at Ginger Rogers. Quit with the fancy footwork already. I want a one-word answer out of you. The word is yes.
Yes.
Try it. Yes, Cruz, say it. Say it. Don't kiss me, talk to me.
What's that?
Oh, it sounds like a helicopter.
Sounds like it's coming this way.
Well, I'll be damned. It does sound like that.
I'll have this done in a jiffy, ma'am.
Yes, will you please hurry? I have a long drive to make.
Oh, Lionel, how could you allow that child in our house? I cannot trust you.
Well, I've had some chauffeuring experience, not a lot. I don't want to kid you about that. But I am a good driver, no citations. I've even driven trucks. I've had some modeling, scuba diving, worked on fishing boats. And let's see, I've been a bartender.
A bartender? Well, that's great. Whereabouts?
A Mexican restaurant in Houston, Coco Locos. I make the best margaritas in the business.
Is that a fact? Well, I'll tell you what. Now, ordinarily, making margaritas wouldn't be the normal test for a chauffeur's job, but what the heck? We have all the mixings here, so why don't you just give us a little demonstration of your technique here?
All right, well, you've got a blender.
Yeah, and you can plug it in right there. Is there anything else?
No, I use gold tequila, lime juice. Yeah, I think everything is here.
Well, the stage is yours. Go for it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lionel. I'm off to my room and then out to the airport. I have this letter here I'd like you to get to your mother, if you will. Explains everything.
All right, I'll deliver it to her. Oh, I'm sorry. Rick, this is Janice. This is Rick, who's a former chauffeur, soon to be your predecessor, if all goes well.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
No hard feelings, I hope?
Not at all. Best of luck. I think you're going to need it.
Listen. Why don't we have a little going away margarita, since Janice claims to be the greatest margarita maker there is?
Well, no,
right?
I really can't. I haven't got the time, Lionel.
Oh, nonsense. Everybody's got the time for a great margarita. Come on, it'll give us an opportunity to toast to your future. What do you say?
There's nothing like leaving people to make friends out of them, huh?
Sure.
Actually, a part of me really hates to go.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, everything is ready over here, but I am going to have to make a little noise.
Oh, go right for it. Absolutely.
Okay. I make a killer margarita, so there's only one per customer.
We can take whatever you give, Janice. Right, Brick?
Yeah, Lionel, what time is that? I'm going to catch a plane.
Oh, don't worry about that, Brick. We're going to get you on that plane just as sure as being... there's no way you're going to miss it.
Yeah.
Take my word for it.
What?
Well, cars are coming this way. You don't suppose it's something wrong with Daddy, do you?
I have no idea, baby.
Why else would they track us down?
Look, let's not go crazy until we know what's going on here. Sounds like we're gonna find out in just a second anyway. It's okay, all right?
Well, Eden. Cruz?
Hi.
Eric, what happened? Is it Daddy?
No, he's unchanged, but I've been looking high and low for you.
For me, why?
Well, the Walton chain is pushing through the merger, and Mason is trying to railroad himself right into the presidency, and if he's stopped there, he wants to block the merger. We have 24 hours, according to the bylaws of the company, to get a meeting together for the board. And we are running out of time.
Might have known the minute my back was turned.
You have to leave right now.
Give me 3 minutes. I'm sorry, Cruz. We've got to leave. I hope you understand.
Sure, I'm just glad this wasn't about your dad.
Oh, thank God for that.
Look, why don't I stick around here and you just come back when you're through?
Oh, no chance. This is probably going to take a while, and I want you to be there. Besides, after we get done with the meeting, we'll come back here and we'll finish our weekend, okay?
Okay, well, let me just get a couple things together.
We'll wait for you up on the deck now. Look, we have to discuss some things before we get into the thick of this.
Okay.
I value our family and our closest more than almost anything.
Hang on, Kelly. I'm gonna put a new cassette in.
You know, I want to have kids of my own someday. 2 or 3, maybe. And just hearing somebody call me Mom would be so great. Watching them grow up and stuff. I don't know, I get a kick out of watching Brandon learn new words and things. Like the other day, listening to Brandon learn the Pledge of Allegiance and hearing him say indivisible, I thought that was so cute. I mean, that word's bigger than he is, you know?
You'll be wonderful with children. I'm sure you'll have as many as you want. A whole shoe full.
Have to find the right man first, though, don't I?
The right man?
Well, he doesn't have to be perfect. I'd like him to be artistic and independent, have a good sense of humor. But mostly, I'd like him to love me to death.
Sounds like somebody I know.
What about you? What kind of requirements do you have?
That's easy. I think you know the kind of girl I want. In our ghost town, there aren't any phones. No. Hello. Yes, she is. Hold on just a second. It's for you.
Hello? Yeah? Oh, all right, thank you. Uh-huh. We found Eden, and the meeting is to take place according to schedule. Sorry I have to go so soon.
You're not the only one who's sorry.
Hey, stick around. I'll be back later.
Okay, don't take too long.
I'll be back before you can say the word indivisible, eh?
Rick will be here. I'm sure he will.
I think we've all had enough.
And just before I left the village, the king himself came out of his hut and presented me with this mask as a token of the village's friendship. I tell you, those people are the most hospitable people in the world.
Mr. Lockridge, you've had a fascinating life.
Miss Harrison, I haven't had my life. I'm still having it.
Wonderful. Now, Lionel, what time is it? All right, I've got to get to the airport. I got to catch a plane.
It's 7 o'clock.
Still?
Look, you said that 15 minutes ago.
Oh, you're right, I did. This watch has stopped, hasn't it? That
What
chief
time is
should
it?
have given me a new watch instead of a tribal mask.
It's 8:30.
8:30? Oh, Augusta's due back from L.A. about now.
Lionel, I've got to get to the airport. Amy's waiting for me. She probably thinks I'm not coming.
Really? Oh, well, listen, we can help you.
Oh, look, I don't want your help anymore.
Oh, no, I'm serious, really. Janice, you've just been hired, and your first official duty will be to drive Brick to the airport. No, it's your second official duty because your first one was fixing the margaritas, but never mind.
Okay, where are the keys?
I don't know.
Keys, all right? Keys, yeah, I'm very
on the
big
desk.
with
Over here.
keys.
Here we are. Yeah,
Is this it?
Yeah, those are the right ones. Now listen, Lionel, I'll have the rest of my stuff sent to me when I get there. Okay?
Yeah, all right. I'm sorry I have to rush off this way. I was going to launch into an extremely sophisticated version of a tribal dance.
Right.
I was once shown by a man in the South Sea Islands.
Terrific. Janice, I'm in a hurry. Let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
What car am I supposed to drive?
It's in the driveway.
The Rolls?
Yeah.
Drive carefully. Hasta mañana.
Almost home. Almost home. Almost Armageddon.
You think they'd find me in time, did you? Bet you were a little surprised when you saw me and Eric going through the door, weren't you?
Didn't pack quite the wallop of the Lindbergh landing in Paris, but I was mildly surprised.
He was trying to steal this company, everybody. He was trying to steal this company away from us. And you got your chance and you blew it. You are not going to have another Mason.
Oh, I'm not so sure. You've proved to us all that you're irresponsible, or you would have told us that you were leaving town and where you were going. Probably do something like it again when the whim strikes you. Makes it all the more obvious you aren't fit to take over Capwell Enterprises.
None of that is relevant to the issue at hand, which is deciding on the Walton merger.
Wait a minute, Eric. What you have proved, Mason, is that you can't be trusted at all. And I will not make that error again. I'm going to fight you with everything I've got.
Everything you've got? Good heavens, does that include your wardrobe and your jewelry? And not the monogram stationery? You mean literally everything, Eden?
Look, I am back now. This merger is still on.
What about Ted? Wait a minute.
Look, he doesn't have to be here. I have his vote, and that means that you are beaten before you start, Mason.
No, quite the contrary, Eric. It simply means that I may have lost this round.
Mason, what you have done by this little fandango the past couple of days has given the Walton people a reason to renegotiate the deal by themselves. In fact, they may just want to walk away from the whole thing altogether. Don't you understand that?
I'll make a deal with you, Eden. If you'll name me co-chief operating officer of Capwell Enterprises, then I'll throw my votes in with yours, and we'll look strong and united for the Walton people.
Eden?
I think the real question is how much this merger means to you. What concessions are you willing to make for it?
You don't understand, Mason. is that I'm willing to stick it out just as long as you do. Even if that means losing the Walton deal. We'll survive it. And I am just as stubborn as you are. Now, you and I both know that this is good for us. It's good for our family. It's good for the growth. If you had any loyalty, much less any business sense, you would go along with all of us, and you know that. The fight between you and me, it can wait.
She's right, Mason. What about it?
I'll think about it.
Came back, huh?
Yeah, I said I would.
I think I was dreaming about you. What time is it?
I think about 9 o'clock.
Oh, good. Let me get some more work done.
Okay, not yet.
No, I just want to go over
No,
this
wait.
last...
Can I just say a few words first without the tape recording? I can't believe you. I think you are probably the most patient man God ever made. I mean, Nick, you have been waiting for me for weeks, and you believed in me, and you've given me all this time that I've needed to sort things out with myself, and it's incredible to me. I made a stop somewhere before I came here.
Stop? Where?
At the cemetery. I went to Joe's grave, and I stood there, I don't know how long, it seemed like forever. And after a while, I started thinking about you. You and blueberries. And how jealous I got yesterday. I mean, to be that jealous, I think you have to care a great deal for someone.
Kelly.
Okay, hang on. I'm not done. I'm on a roll, and if I stop, I'll lose my nerve, okay? I know that I've got a long way to go till I'm how I was in the ghost town. But at least now I know that that part of me exists. And I know that it was mostly real, and some of it was fantasy, and I'm not doing this right.
You're doing just fine.
In the meeting earlier, I was thinking about you. And in the cemetery, I was thinking about you. I'm scared I'm going to lose you, Nick.
Kelly, you are never going to lose me.
You're talking again.
If I don't, I'm liable to explode.
Okay, I'm almost finished. I want to be around you. I like being near you. You're just so sweet to me.
Listen, if you've about wound things up here, why don't we vamoose it back to the boat? I'm feeling kind of queasy here on dry land.
Yeah, I know. But let's just wait for Eric to get off the phone, all right?
You nervous about it?
Yeah. Our delaying, our indecisiveness could be a deal breaker for them. They could just decide just to go away from the whole thing. And if that happens, I'll tell you, I'm never going to forgive Mason.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to wait a little while longer.
Eden, could I have a word with you? In private, please?
Now, that sounds like a cue for Cruz to make himself scarce, is that right?
I'm sorry. Look, why don't you wait for me? I'll just be a second.
No
I
problem.
promise.
Yeah. the word.
I'm afraid I have some bad news. I'm gonna have to fly to Hawaii for the final negotiations on the merger. Jack is flying from Washington, D.C., and I'll meet him and we'll take Dad's jet to Honolulu. We have to have a personal meeting with these people to put their fears at rest. Look, I'm sorry. I will just have to put our vacation on the back burner for a little while.
A little while, yeah. Sure, okay, I understand perfectly.
Cruz, the helicopter's waiting outside. We could take you back to the yacht. You could bring the yacht in for us. I mean, we can't exactly leave it sitting out there in the middle of the
Don't be
ocean.
silly. Eric Cruz isn't an errand boy. We'll get somebody from the company to go pick it up.
I'm sorry, no offense.
I'm gonna go change. I'll be back down in a second.
She's a remarkable lady. She and Jack are gonna make quite a team. I'm sure they'll really pull this deal off in Hawaii.
Oh, Eric, I can't tell you how happy I am to hear you think that, man.
I know it's getting late, but he still has time to get here. I'm sure he'll come. Any minute now, he'll come running up to us. I know he'll be here. I know it.
All right, Jen, step on it. I haven't got much time left.
No problem. Buckle up.
This is the most important thing in my life. We have to get there.
Okay. Listen. Yeah. Which way do I go to the airport?
What?
Almost home. Almost there.
All right, now take a right at the end of the driveway.
You got it.
And there's more from Santa Barbara at the same time tomorrow. Here on Sky One in half an hour, the Brady Bunch find that they're hit by election fever. First, though, we elect to join Christopher Biggins for the Monday edition of Wife of the Week.